This is BTV.
Run-of-River Power, as their name suggests, is in the business of developing renewable hydroelectricity for the residents of British Columbia. Most recently, through the acquisition of a company known as Western Biomass, they have expanded their power generating opportunities to create electricity through the burning of wood fiber, and found opportunity in the devastation that the pine beetle created in British Columbia. There's a remarkable opportunity in British Columbia right now to offer renewable electricity in response to the current energy plan that the provincial government is developing.
BC Hydro is telling us that they currently import 15% of domestic load. By 2025, if no new generation was built, that would go up to about 45% of its current load demand. So there's tremendous opportunity to develop renewable electricity in this province. In addition, the province has indicated that all new generation will be zero net emissions, which is exactly the type of power that this opportunity that we're looking at today in the biomass sector meets that demand fully. As our name aptly suggests, through Run-of-River Power Development, again, delivering renewable clean energy to the province of BC.
Run-of-River is currently successfully delivering power for approximately 4,000 homes from a facility at Brandywine Creek, just south of Whistler, British Columbia.
This is a Run-of-River installation. It's been in operation since 2005. We're now in our third year there. It generates revenues of about $2 million per year.
Run-of-River installations are favored by British Columbia as the province searches for green alternatives for energy production. Now, Run-of-River Power, the company, is looking at producing green energy with a different type of approach in northern British Columbia. The process is called biomass. The pine beetle has devastated enormous areas of British Columbia's pine forests. The only way to destroy the beetle is to destroy the trees or have a very cold winter, which hasn't occurred in over 10 years. However, these decadent, and in this case it's defined as dead trees, can be turned into biomass fuel. The company currently has 2 large-scale biomass power initiatives, totaling 90 megawatts of base load capacity under development. The 60-megawatt Tesilcoatine Power Project is a joint venture between Run-of-River's wholly-owned subsidiary, Western Biomass Inc., and the Tesilcoatine National Government, and will utilize over 8 million hectares of pine beetle-damaged timber in central British Columbia for its fiber supply. The second initiative is the 30-megawatt Seisqua Biomass Power Plant. It's a partnership with the Gitxsan First Nation, which will primarily utilize decadent or dead standing timber, as well as biomass waste from existing logging operations in the area for its fiber supply.
We're here in New Hazelton, BC, in the northwest central corner of British Columbia, to establish a biomass to electricity power plant here in the area, in partnership with the Gitxsan First Nations peoples. We're going to take a decadent forest, which is approximately somewhat better than 20,000 square miles of decadent fiber, and convert that fiber, which would be otherwise useless, into productive power for BC residents. The power plant that we're proposing will take the decadent wood here, wood's fuel and fiber source, and convert that to power. The process here is whereby we take the decadent fiber, we bring that in, and this is fiber otherwise useless in any other sense of the word. We're going to burn that in a boiler, the technology of which will be determined. That boiler in itself creates steam, which in turn turns a turbine. That turbine actually generates an electromagnetic force, a flux, which is electricity, and then we send that straight through to the transmission grid in behind us here, which is very close by.
The Seisqua Biomass Power Project represents a tremendous an opportunity. We're delighted to have the opportunity to partner up with the Gitxsan peoples to produce this worthwhile project, which at the end of the day will be able to generate electricity to power in a green way over 25,000 BC homes. And at the same time, introduce silviculture practices that will help to revitalize the forest and bring back some revitalization to the economy in this area as we develop this project.
Run-of-River is working to develop good relationships with people in the areas where they operate.
The biomass project is going to be a really wonderful thing. We have had so much unemployment for well over 20 years. There has been nothing that looks on the upside, and we are looking at it as a future, not only for us, but our children and our grandchildren and all the people that make their home here in the Hazelton area.
Over the left, you're still looking at the same traditional territory. You can see the access, the right-of-way power line in the distance there.
Yeah.
That comes straight up the back here, where we're going to be about 1.5 miles as the crow flies directly to the connection point to the transmission line. So the point of interconnection is it's brilliant. It's right there, and we've got just a baseline connection.
The Run-of-River team is confident that the answers to BC's power demands can be met with environmentally friendly alternatives.
We're committed to and are excited about being able to provide green, renewable energy solutions to this provincial government's objectives of reducing their carbon footprint. In fact, the province of BC is committed to reducing greenhouse gas emissions in this province by over 30% by 2020. The kinds of projects that we're proposing, whether it's biomass, as we're here talking about today, or the traditional, and aptly as our name would suggest, Run-of-River, through those developments, these are all zero net emission projects, and those help to reduce our carbon footprint and at the same time provide a solution to our growing energy needs.
The marketplace appreciates the value that companies such as Run-of-River offers to consumers, citizens, and shareholders. The next step for Run-of-River? The company has submitted a development proposal to BC Hydro as part of the government's strategy to encourage independent green power sources. Run-of-River is hopeful of receiving a secure power purchase agreement from BC Hydro, which would give them security to take to the bank and raise financing.
We expect to know more about this call in June of this year. Assuming that both of those projects receive energy purchase agreements from BC Hydro, we would look at completion in the 2010-2011 time frame. This would mean an additional 90 megawatts of capacity or power for about 85,000 homes. This would be baseload power that we would provide to BC Hydro, clean, renewable baseload power. Looking forward beyond that, we've got an additional 400 megawatts plus of Run-of-River hydroelectricity that's in our pipeline.
Run-of-River is all about opportunity for all stakeholders.
The opportunity to create renewable electricity, such as the opportunity here at in the Hazelton area, are both a great opportunity for our partners, the Gitxsan people, the other First Nations that we're working with on other projects, for the people of BC as we generate and produce green renewable electricity.
Recently, Run-of-River announced that Western Biomass has received confirmation that its 2 projects have met all the requirements necessary to move forward in the first phase of BC Hydro's 2-phased 2008 bioenergy call. Stay connected. We'll have more about Run-of-River Power in the future. And in the meantime, you can find more information about this company through the TSX Venture Exchange under the symbol ROR.